all of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. T.G. Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
In the glamorous world of music and fame, secrets were buried deep. Jay-Z is known for his music, his business ventures, and his relationship with Beyoncé. But behind the glitz and glamour, there was a hidden story that was slowly coming to light. Jay-Z had a mistress named Kathy White. Kathy was beautiful and had a taste for the finer things in life. She often flaunted expensive bags and shoes, which made her friends envious. Claudia Jordan, one of Kathy's friends, noticed how Kathy always managed to attract the wealthiest men. Claudia once remarked on how Kathy could easily buy a $3,000 Louis Vuitton bag for her friends. But Kathy's relationship with Jay-Z was not meant to be public. Jay-Z was very cautious and wanted to keep it a secret. He would often ask Kathy to bring friends along when they met, so it wouldn't look suspicious. They once went to the Bellagio Casino in Vegas, and Kathy brought a few friends to make it seem like a group outing. Everything seemed to be going well until Kathy got pregnant. She threatened to reveal everything about her affair with Jay-Z in a tell-all interview. This happened around the same time Beyoncé announced her own pregnancy. The potential chaos from Kathy's revelation could have been devastating for Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Faced with this dilemma, Jay-Z allegedly decided to take drastic measures. Rumors began to circulate that Jay-Z had arranged for Kathy to protect his family and career. Diddy, another famous figure, reportedly had strong evidence to support these claims. If true, Jay-Z's freedom could be at risk. In 2020, a blind item from a gossip site hinted at this dark secret. It mentioned an A-list host who had always been quiet about her friend's death. Over time, she became convinced that a permanent A-list rapper had her. This host was revealed to be Claudia Jordan, and the rapper was Jay-Z. Claudia's silence and later suspicions added, people began to piece the puzzle together. Kathy, who had been so close to Jay-Z, suddenly died under mysterious circumstances. It seemed too convenient for many, especially given the timing of Beyoncé's pregnancy announcement and Kathy's threat. 2 weeks before she passed away, a major tabloid contacted her about the Jay-Z connection. She was broken and noted the date. A reporter who had spoken to her before she died or was murdered addressed Jay-Z. He claimed to know everything and accused Jay-Z of wrongdoing. The reporter told Jay-Z to go F himself. He warned that Jay-Z's time was coming and hinted at the possibility of Jay-Z and Diddy sharing a prison cell. The reporter promised that justice was on its way and that Jay-Z would be exposed. The reporter mentioned Kanye's claim that Jay-Z was involved in a murder. He insisted that he had proof of Jay-Z's evil nature. It appeared that Diddy had been threatening Jay-Z with evidence of Kathy White's murder. If Jay-Z didn't take the fall with him, Diddy would reveal everything.
It's intimidation. I want you to think about this. Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyoncé, who was struggling.
Jaguar Wright is a woman with many stories to tell. She has attended several parties hosted by P. Diddy. When asked about these parties, she describes them as filled with money and cameras are everywhere, capturing the wild events that unfold. Jaguar is not surprised when she hears about Cassie being told to hire male escorts for what they call freak-offs. This kind of behavior is normal in Hollywood, she says. According to her, everyone knows about these parties and the things that happen there. When questioned about why P. Diddy is now being talked about so much, Jaguar has an interesting theory. She believes that Diddy is the acceptable monster of the moment, just like R. Kelly was before him. She thinks that there is always someone next in line to be exposed or taken down. She claims that Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. She lists several people Jay-Z has allegedly lined up and taken down before, including D. Haven, Big L, and Dame Dash. Each time, she says, Jay-Z has stolen their lives and identities, taking everything they had. Jaguar suggests that Jay-Z wants to be the last one standing. He aims to take over completely, eliminating any competition. Diddy, she believes, is just the latest target in Jay-Z's quest for ultimate power.
I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim's dead. Eddie D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting? Heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia.
At Diddy's 50th birthday party, every A-lister attends. The Kardashians, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, and Kevin Hartley are all there. Stevie J wants to remind everyone about something important. Stevie J thinks it is time to address the big issue. He mentions that R. Kelly was the first well-known, corporately sponsored pedophile. When R. Kelly's actions were exposed, Jay-Z quickly fled the scene. The point is, Jay-Z knew all along.
I think it's time for us to address the elephant in the room.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once it came out on R. Kelly, Jay-Z fled the scene.
The point was he knew all the time.
Dame Dash and Aaliyah were very serious. They talked about getting married, so Dame knows exactly what went on. Aaliyah would tell him that R. Kelly was a bad man. R. Kelly married Aaliyah when she was just 15 years old. She was like a sacrificial lamb for the rising star. Aaliyah died in a horrific plane crash. The pain of her death changed everything for Dame. It turned him into a different person. At Dame's lowest point, Jay-Z committed the ultimate betrayal. Dame had so much trust in his brother, but Jay did things Dame thought he would never do. For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him. At that time, people did not look hard enough. Dame remembers Aaliyah's album cover, "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number," with R. Kelly in the background. It was like R. Kelly was the master behind it all. Dame was not involved in that. Jay-Z and R. Kelly made a song together called "Not Guilty." Dame believes that anyone who knew what happened to Aaliyah and cared for her should not associate with R. Kelly. Even as new allegations surfaced, Jay-Z looked the other way. For years, R. Kelly has faced serious accusations. Prosecutors claim he videotaped himself having with an underage girl as young as 13. Despite the severity of these allegations, R. Kelly maintained his innocence and avoided conviction for a long time. R. Kelly's recent trial in Chicago was a turning point. A federal jury found him guilty of producing videos of himself abusing his 14-year-old goddaughter.
R. Kelly's former goddaughter testified today that he had sex with her hundreds of times while she was underage.
This is not his first conviction. He is already serving a 30-year sentence for racketeering and trafficking. The new conviction could add more years to his sentence. The jury in Chicago convicted him on 6 of 13 charges, including coercing minors into and producing involving a minor.
Yeah, didn't he do that to Meek Mills as well and stuff in a pool or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he's been telling us. I told y'all when he was singing Happy Birthday to French Montana and they sitting in there. I love what the white Jews say. The white Jew was like, he broke it down great for y'all. He was like, man, I went to a Diddy party.
Reggie Wright decides to expose someone often forgotten. He points to a picture of Jay-Z with Aaliyah when she was underage. Many remember Damon Dash and R. Kelly's involvement with Aaliyah, but few talk about Jay-Z. Reggie believes it's important to remember that Jay-Z had relationships with underage girls too. He wants people to see the whole truth and not just focus on others. There is growing evidence that Jay-Z and Diddy are as involved in troubling activities as R. Kelly. Beyonce often finds herself unable to intervene in these matters. Jay-Z seems to have control. People are telling him to stop bringing minors over late at night. A neighbor of Sean Diddy Combs claims that buses full of minors arrive at his house late at night.
Like big-ass buses, you just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning, it gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there,
Living next door, the neighbor witnesses this activity firsthand. He describes big buses pulling up and all sorts of things happening, especially around 03 hour in the morning. It's chaotic. Despite being aware of what's going on, the neighbor feels powerless to do anything about it, even when his basketball goes over there. Now, whatever your thoughts are, just write them down below. And don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to the channel for more such updates. And as the saying goes, All that happens in the dark will eventually come to light.